Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports, and today I want to show you how I air up tubeless tires. And why is this different than regular tubed tires? Well, with tubeless tires, as you know, you have a sealant. You have a liquid inside your tire to seal up small punctures. I do not get a kickback from Stans. It's just the easiest thing I had on my shelf to show you. But you have this liquid in your tire. So if you have this sealant or this liquid inside your tire, generally, if you have your valve at 6 o'clock, which by the way, I mean, your derailleur's in the way, 6 o'clock is probably not the best place to air up your tire. So, sorry for the noise, but I have 2 fire stations very, very close to my business, which is good because if I have a fire, they'll be here very, very quickly. So my suggestion would be for you to air up your tire somewhere between the 10 and 2 position. So think about, whenever you started driving, they always told you 10 and 2, 10 and 2. And even my steering wheel has 2 nice palm reliefs right there at 10 and 2. So I think 10 and 2 is a really good position. And if you're looking at, your seat stays or your fork, there's always going to be something possibly in the way, but you will find an open slot here. So you open up your valve core. That's simple. Everyone knows that. And sometimes you're going to get fluid in your valve. And see, I've got some fluid right there on my finger. And what happens is, over time, that liquid sealant starts getting into your hose of your pump. And because it's sealant, it clogs everything. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to coagulate. It's designed to seal punctures on your tire, but it'll seal other places too. So it gets stuck inside your hose, your pump doesn't function as well. And then I also want to show you one other thing. So these are 2 different styles of pumps. This is your standard. If you come closer, you'll see these heads are completely different. Now, this is a standard head, and everyone's pretty much familiar with this. And, I love Toe Peak products, so I'm not picking on them, because I do love their products. This is what they call a smart head. So whether it be Presta or Schrader, this will fit, and then you just lock it on. But over time, these little rubber grommets in here, they wear out. And so if you put the pump on, sometimes as you're trying to air it up, and especially if you're trying to air it up in the 10 and 2 position, as you're getting up to higher pressure, they'll pop off. And that kind of gets annoying. So I like this type of pump. This is a Lazine, but it doesn't have to be a Lazine. Crank Brothers, several other brands, Toe Peak as well. You have a reservoir. You're running tubeless, so it might be a good idea to always have a reservoir type of tank on your pump. Now, you have a small cylinder here for airing up because you're trying to create a large pressure. And if you look here, this goes up to, I believe, 220. I'm going off of memory. But the point is, you fill up this air chamber, and then you can release a large volume of air, high pressure air, all at one shot. Once again, not sponsored by Lazine, but it's just an example of a pump. So instead of this type of clamp, I like these. You thread it on, and it's a much more secure fit, right? You don't have to worry about it falling off. In this case, I have the tank charged up to 80. And so watch when I release the air pressure from the tank. All right, so it's dropped down to 60, 70 or so, 75. We'll give it a few pumps. We're a little over 80. That's good enough. Close the valve again, and then take the pump off. I'm sorry, the head off. And that's it. Close the valve. Once again, not sponsored by either one of these pumps, but it just gives you an idea of why I prefer one pump head, one cylinder setup over another. Also, we talked about how to keep that liquid sealant from constantly going into your pump, and eventually your pump just doesn't work and you think you need to buy a new pump, but actually it's just because you got sealant inside the hose. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We are into the single digits before hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I want to be able to provide more content for you on my experiences as I go for a ride. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you up the road.